Morning. Wednesday morning. How do I know that? Because I just looked at the calendar down below. So how is everyone this morning? Everybody on YouTube, I appreciate you coming over. Everybody on Facebook, I appreciate you coming over also. If you would like to chat along with everybody else on YouTube, just hit the picture and it'll take you right into the YouTube channel and you can see everybody's chat and chat along with everybody. Pam, good morning. How are you today? Sweet Teas Treasures by Teresa. Wow, that's a long name. Good morning. How are you doing? How are the treasures today, Teresa? Lisa C. Good morning, Lisa. How's everything going in your neck of the woods? Iris, hello. Hope you got the link for this afternoon. And don't worry, it'll be fine. We'll hopefully get some stuff sold. I put it all over Facebook already. Peachy Keen here. Sounds like you would be in Georgia. Georgia Peachy Keen. So any no topic is off the table. Yes, I did. Thank you. Excellent. Anybody want to put in any topics they'd like to discuss or talk about? Just put it in the chat. Excuse me. Anybody that would like to come in and chat, the link is pegged on the top. Just hit that and good to go. Excuse me. So I've already gone through a couple of things, a couple of boxes, starting to put stuff aside for an auction this afternoon. A couple of people had expressed interest in doing an auction. So I said, sure, let's do it. So Iris joined in. Hot Mess Thrifter Amy is going to do it. Anybody else want to come in? I think one more person, because I think anything more than 3 people is too much, because 3 people doing 2 to 3 items, it takes a long time to go back to the first person. So, but if anybody has any topics they would like to discuss, put it in the chat. We'll bring them up. And hopefully everybody did their eBay stuff today, their Macari, Bonanza, Etsy, whatever they had to do. Because, like I like to do, is we have to keep the money flowing, get the sales going. And that's what I try to make the channel about, is getting more sales, trying to help people get sales, and just grow your business online. So I have not touched my eBay yet or anything, because I've been busy this morning. I was on Victoria's for a while, said hi. And then I started to go through some packages and stuff. So here's my eBay. I know I still have this big shipment I got to do. These 6 Marvel action figures that I sold. I have to get those out. $20 priority. That's not going to be $20 priority, because I'm going to sell it. I'm going to ship it with pirate ship. Lexi, how are you? Lexi? My pennies are squealing. They need some relief, so need to sell some stuff. All right, couple of more hours. We'll be selling some stuff. I have never... Typically, when I do an auction, it's the swap meet. It's Wednesday nights at 5. Haven't done that in a while. Various different reasons. Some sick, some other things. So this 1 o'clock thing will be new for me. And then 10 o'clock Friday, I'm doing one with Jerry. So we'll be on at 10 o'clock. Typically, I only do one auction a week, but I'm willing to do more. DC Sells, good morning. Good morning. Ira's got some baseball cards, got some Hot Wheels, got some craft books. Excellent. And OFC, I have mom's jewelry. Okay. Cool. So let's see. Let's go to sell. Let's see if I have to. I know I have one order to do. Oh, got some comics I got just last week. Oh, now you got my interest peaked. So I sold these. Now you see, like being organized. There's 6 action figures, rack 1. So all I got to do is go to rack 1, grab them, box them. Although I did sell these for a premium price. So I have to be real careful the way I ship them. I'm going to pack. I didn't ship these yesterday because I'm going to take some extra careful time packing these because they are for a collector. So I have to do that. That's why I didn't ship them yesterday. So here's my listings. Send offers. I don't have any offers I can send because I sent 19 yesterday. So, okay, that's good. So between going to the bell, that telling me I have to ship, going to sell, telling me I need to send offers or I already sent them, and then looking at orders, my eBay is good. After the show, I will pack that, go to the post office, and drop it off. So let's go to Macari, see any interest on Macari, anything happening on Macari I have to follow up with. We're just doing this, waiting for some more people to come in. If anyone has any topics they'd like to discuss, just put it in the chat. All right, Macari. Let's go to my seller dashboard. All right, seller dashboard. No action required. In process, $16.82. 2 unread messages. Let's see what people are asking. I know you told me that I'm trying to purchase it like I did before with my new address. This person keeps telling me they put a new address in, and I tell them I can only send to a Macari verified address. So I think they have to talk to Macari about that. So I have an offer on this hat, Guinness Blonde, $15, expires in 8 hours. Let's accept that. I do love their cha-ching better than. Sorry, it looks like there was a problem with the buyer's payment. That's been happening a few times. So obviously they're not vetting their buyers. I don't know if anybody else is having a problem with that in Macari. That's like the 3rd time that came up. Walking Dead, Marines, Maryland, there. King Kong. Okay. So I think I'm good with all that. Let's see if were they able to do anything with my Etsy. Sign in. Don't think I used that one. I think I used that one. Yep, I used that one. My account. Sell on Etsy. Nope, nothing yet. Because I emailed support and I said, listen, I'm trying to let my VA in to do my listings and it won't let him. So let's go to Bonanza, see if they approve my account yet. Log in. Babink. Give Kitty her meds. Okay. Toys and stuff. Selling dashboard. Booth settings. Items. Add or edit items. Just letting you know your booth is awaiting review by our team. So now we have 43 items ready to go and still not activated yet. I think I changed. Oh no, it wouldn't even let me change anything up here until it's activated. So, all right. So we went through eBay, Etsy, Mercari, Bonanza. That's all I have right now. Facebook Marketplace. No need to look at that. I just got a couple of messages, basic ones. Is it still available? Yes. And then you don't get any answer back. No answer on why I can't offer shipping either when they keep asking me to offer shipping. I tried that and I tried free shipping and it still won't allow it. So I have no answer. I don't know why where the issue is. They have my credit card. They have all my information. I'm registered and still no response yet. I know it usually takes days for them to answer and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So anyone have any topics they'd like to discuss? Topics they'd like to share? Ideas? What's going on? Anybody here from Melissa Cape? Because yesterday I saw on the news that the hurricane was on the Cape Cod. So I hope she's okay. I know at the time yesterday it was a tropical storm, but still those can be very bad. Very bad. So Barbara Bustamante, welcome in. How have you been? Haven't seen you for a while. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody for being here. Praying for people stuck in nasty. Yeah, it's I have to admit, nasty weather. Yep. Have to admit, knock on wood here, we have missed a lot. So far, I think 5 or 6. They have gone to Tampa. West Coast has been racked lately with bad weather, and the Gulf. But the West Coast always gets, drenched and stuff. But then they went up through. The last one went up through the Carolinas and Tennessee, and now this one's going up to Massachusetts. It's not bad here in Central Mass. Wow. Yeah, that's what Sandy said, you want to go home now and they're getting a hurricane? Iris, got nasty smoke here where I'm at. Oh, wow. I guess you're in California where the fires are. So, yeah, I mean, this is a lousy time of year. This is our hurricane season until November 1st. My articles for the anthology are ready to be published. Wow. I didn't know you were writing anything. That's very cool. We have the Saharan dust here in South Florida. Yeah, I heard there was still some of that out, but then there's 3 more storms in the Atlantic that we have to worry about. Oh no, Nevada, just over the ridge from the 2 big fires. Oh wow. Wow. Yeah, that's weird, Iris. The West Coast is like every year, the West Coast is dealing with the fires, and the East Coast, well, the southern East Coast, always dealing with hurricanes. Um, it's very weird, very strange. Hot mess, Amy. Hot mess thrifter, Amy. Good morning. Not long time no see. She's going to be with Iris and myself at 1 o'clock to do an auction. From what I've seen, those storms are Gulf bound. I hope so. I really do hope so. We've got drought out west, and y'all back east got too much water. Yeah, I know. Man, it rained yesterday. When it rains in Florida, as Lisa will tell you, when it rains in Florida, it's like we could get 3 inches of rain in a half an hour. It's incredible. Giant drops and just everything. The streets just flood out because the drains can't handle it. But boy, it rained yesterday, like from 5 o'clock on. It was really bad. And of course, the dog was going nuts because there was a lot of thunder and lightning. So, how's everybody doing? Anybody want to talk about anything? Like I said, I usually leave Wednesdays wide open for topics. Whatever you want to talk about. Totally up to you. And it might not be raining half a mile away. Yeah, that's true, Lisa. I can remember one time it was raining in the front of the house. When I went in the back, it wasn't. I would, but I'm doing laundry. Okay. Anybody have anything that they want to talk about? Any ideas? How's your sales going? Are you still listing stuff? Are you getting sales? Are you sourcing? That's about it, Iris. Pouring down the street, and the other side of the street is dry as a bone. Yeah, then you get the funny thing here that I don't get is we could get downpours and downpours. And then an hour later, people still have their sprinklers on. Makes no sense. This time of year, the rainy season, I unplug mine all the time, every year. So anybody like to comment or say anything or want to check anything out? Now's your chance. Haven't bought too much. Well, I did. I went to that bin store near the Tampa area the other day. Wasn't too bad. We went late in the afternoon, so I'm sure a lot of the good stuff was gone. Are you familiar with Heritage Auctions? Oh, yeah, for years and years and years, Mr. Fine Items. And thank you for coming in. And what a great WATA grading company. No, I never heard of that scandal with video games. Oh, no. I'm sure I'll get the email because I usually CGC sends me emails like every few days, and they're always talking about, do you want to put your stuff in Heritage Auctions and stuff? But no, I haven't. And to tell you the truth, I've been deleting mass emails lately like crazy. But thank you for letting me know. I will check that out. Making some calendar ATM. We are having water restrictions in Fargo. Wow. They, believe it or not, Barbara, they're starting to do water restrictions here in Central Florida because they need water because that's how they filter the air for the hospitals. So they're telling us they want us to limit watering the lawn. They don't want power washing and all that stuff. So here is a tip for pirate ship users in eBay if you make a boo-boo on. Here is a tip, okay? They are chill bidding. Yeah, believe it or not, that goes on YouTube also. Blows my mind how people don't see that, and I don't want to get into it. I'll just piss more people off. Boo boo on shipping labels and cancel it and print a new one. You have to manually change the tracking number on eBay. Oh yeah, definitely. I would think, Lisa, though, that like me, I've only had to do that like a handful of times, because I usually catch it within 2 minutes or 3 minutes. And the most times I do it is I didn't add insurance. So I cancel it, do a whole new label, and then I grab the tracking number, and then I put that into eBay. So yeah, everybody, like Lisa says, don't put your tracking number until eBay until it is the label that you have used. I'm listening and getting stuff ready. Excellent. Good info. How can Florida need to restrict water? Wow. Yeah, because it's the water and air filtration. They use the water to filter the air. Believe it or not, I didn't understand how it works either. But we've got so many new cases of COVID, the Delta, and now the new worse strain, that the hospitals are flooded and they can't filter enough air. So they're asking people it's on the news like every so many minutes and stuff. We get the reports, no unnecessary watering. And they said if we don't do it, we'll have to go to a boil water ban or a boil water thing. I almost got burned on that. Canceled the label, was checking my tracking. One package not moving, was canceled. Label number, had to put a new number in. Yes, that will happen. I've not had to redo a label yet on eBay, knock on wood. They have too much salt water, not enough fresh water, and that's where they're restricting fresh water. Yeah. It's always something. Always something. So what else is happening in everyone's world today? Not enough treated water, right? Well, the hospitals don't have it, so it means that we're using too much. But wow, we get a pretty long lag on YouTube. I can see. I read that Orlando uses oxygen to purify drinking water. Oxygen is needed for hospitals. Yep, that's what it is. That's why they put us on a water ban. Yeah. There's the hospitals here are flooded with COVID cases now. It's really bad. It is really bad. But I mean, they're talking this morning on the news about stopping school for another week, maybe 2 weeks, because they want everybody to go to school with a mask. The governor says no, he doesn't want to restrict that. And if schools do, he's going to withhold funding. But now more and more counties are saying they're going to defy the governor. There's Orange County here in Orlando. There's one school already in Celebration here, which is in Kissimmee. They closed the school because 30 kids already got it. They're going to close the school for until the 30th, and then they're going to reopen the school with full mask. You need masks to go to school. Paul, since you have a circuit, be on the lookout at your bin stores for little rolls of vinyl I found at Amazon bins several times. I did see that, Amy. I have seen that. I definitely have seen that. I actually have a roll of tint also, but I priced the circuit and I took it to the booth, and I put a price on it. I'm just going to see if I can sell it. Because I don't think you were in the chat. I went to Michael's, I went to Hobby Lobby, went to Walmart. They all have good areas of circuit or cricket, I mean. And none of them had the cartridges. None. So I figured, hey, maybe somebody would like an extra machine, and I'm into it for short money. So if I can sell it, I'm going to sell it. Our area is sending kids to Cincinnati, Louisville because of no room. Wow. Our schools are requiring masks, and still some counties have had to close. Yep. I think as this week continues, we're going to hear here that more schools are going to close, and then they're going to reopen with masks. It sucks that the other thing, I listen to a lot of different news channels, Newsy, Newsmax, and all those things, supposedly the real news. They're all saying the same thing, that we're never going to get rid of COVID. It's always going to be like the flu. It's just a matter of how we deal with it from now on. And now you need to get a booster shot every 8 months because of the variant and because these shots only last so long. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Might get a little loud here. The landscapers are here. Sorry, my chair. I'm using the old chair. So Amy and Iris and myself will be doing an auction at 1:00 today, selling some stuff. Anybody need anything? Put it in the chat. Maybe one of us will have it. And then Jerry and I will be doing an auction. Jerry, the poster guy, and myself will be doing an auction on Friday morning at 10. Mountain has required vaccinations of students. Yeah, there's a college too that I heard that. Students need to get vaccinated. If not, doesn't make a difference. You paid for the school and stuff. If you don't want to obey the vaccine law, you're out. I have everything ready now. Wow, that was quick. Press is hot. I gotta go to work. All right. Thanks for coming in, D. Take it easy. Put the link into your store too if you'd like. I don't know, Iris. They say if you're in a room with somebody that has COVID and you have the regular typical mask, it'll only delay it, 24 minutes? If you have the full, F9, whatever, it'll only delay it, 32 minutes? I don't know. Sandy and I listened to a whole big thing on it a few days ago. I've been working on it since Victoria's. Cool. I guess N95. Yep. I remember being required to have all our shots before being allowed into school. That's right. Me too. Polio and tetanus and then the tuberculosis one. Yeah, all the time. Couldn't go to school unless you gave them the card with all your stuff from the doctor that says you're good to go. I can't wear the N95 ones. Broke my nose and it's pretty physically painful to put it on. Oh, wow. Yeah, the masks, boy. Your face heats up, and I wear my glasses not all the time, typically only when I'm on the computer, but sometimes I wear them out, and they all start to fog because the mask ends there. So what else is going on? The metal part goes right across where my nose broke. Oh, wow. We use the one that Sandy gets from the Homeland Security, the ones that you bend to conform to your face. They have the soft metal in there. I've never seen an N95 one, so I don't know what it's like. It's funny, though, that a month ago, all the Walmarts were clearancing out all the face masks and gloves and sanitizer. They had pallets in the middle, just full of them. They had the small bottles of sanitizer for like a quarter. And then all of a sudden, our numbers went up and it was all gone. And it was back in the aisles near pharmacy where it should be at the regular price. I need someone to turn the AC on outside, please. Yeah, I know what you mean. I took Maddie for a walk this morning. It was 73, which was nice because it's only supposed to get, I think they said to 96 today or 95, something like that, which is much better than 101. So, anything else? I'm kind of strapped for topics here. It's so hot out there. It is. It is. I didn't know that, Barbara. I work for a public school and masks work quite well. It's only supposed to get 84 where I am. We just got rain. Christy, good morning. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Yesterday it was 94, but felt like 106. I know what you mean. Sandy and I got in the car. We went, we could tell we're getting better. We're getting over this thing because lately this week we've been going out a little bit more and a little bit more. And we got in the car the other day, and as soon as I turned it on, the temperature comes up and it was 101 or 102, something like that. I think I took a picture and posted it on Facebook. Said, yeah, Florida. So I started to pull some stuff like Amy and Iris. I'll probably bring up some Pokemon cards this afternoon at 1. Maybe some video games. I have a couple of cell phones, some die cast. I'll dig up some comics. So if you're looking for anything, I have some linen. I don't know if you all remember months ago, I I bought an estate of vintage linens. I filled my truck totally at that time. And we were going through some boxes, and I found another box full. So I have more vintage linens. So I'll put some of those out this afternoon. I know people were liking the vintage linens. And I also, vintage linen. I also have some antique postcards. I'm talking, they go back to 1900. I remember that linen. That was nice stuff. Yep. I still have more. I got some Magic the Gathering cards I could sell, some baseball cards, Hot Wheels, couple of small Lego sets. Fantastic. Good stuff. Iris, if you see, and Amy, if you see the posts that I put everywhere on Facebook, comment some of the stuff that you'll have. And that way it might get more people interested if they don't know what you're going to sell. Because I didn't actually write anything that's going to be sold. I have some hats, wrestling figures, vintage baseball, Christmas ornaments, and all course jewelry. Fantastic. You both are, I don't know, you both are getting me itchy now because I sell wrestling figures at the booth. They've been doing well. I'm into comics, so it's tough, but then they say don't get high on your own supply. Yep, I have jewelry too. Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Mm. Oh, oh, oh. Sorry for the noise. Every Wednesday. Cutting the lawn. Bama! What is happening? How you doing? I think Bama's the one, if I remember correctly, that's into wrestling figures, right? Am I right or wrong? Remind us. Wasn't it you and your son that are into the wrestling figures? Oh, Amy, why don't you tell me? I'll buy some from you. Well, depending how much you want, but I'll buy some from you. Not bringing all of them, just a few today. Hey, Bama. These friggin' chairs driving me crazy. I should have thrown it away with the other one. Sorry, I'm just I'm getting messages about stuff that I have listed, and it's like I answered them, and then I don't get an answer back, and I answer right away, which I don't know. Hot mess. When I dig the other toad out, I will. We can do a backroom deal. Absolutely. Yeah, I sell new ones, excuse me, and older ones at the booth. That's where I was talking before. I put them in a bag. I had header cards made, and I put the price tag on them. I mean, it's just something. I'm going to start liquidating these pretty soon also. People are always asking me, when are you going to sell the figures behind you and stuff like that? For one thing, I don't think I can get enough at a YouTube auction. Facebook, I can put them on 3 or 4 different action figure Facebook groups, and they sell really fast. I've sold a couple that way already. I have a bedroom stack, floor to ceiling, wall to wall. Wow. If I only knew some of what's in there. Are you listing it, Amy? You know, it's like I said on Victoria's show this morning. Grab a tote and just start listing. That's it. Already trying to get in my my deal there. If you're looking to get rid of some on Bearded Bama, did you watch the pay-per-view this weekend? Hey, Amy.
Do you want to see this room real quick? If I can even get in here. I said, do you want to see this room real quick?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I can't get in here too far.
All right, Bama.
Like, I'm right in the doorway.
Wait a minute.
That's okay. One side. And look, I can't get in too far to show you. Right. And it goes further back than what you could see. There's probably like 4 more rows of totes behind all that.
And that's all resellable merchandise?
Most of it. Like, that's a window right there.
Okay. Damn.
You can't really see the window. Yeah. This is stuff that my kids have outgrown, like with toys and clothes, stuff my parents have collected. Like, that's an air hockey table. Yeah. Wow. Like, you name it, it's probably in here. But I can't, like, I'm barely in the doorway and I can't go any further. But there's a whole closet right here. There's it's got 2 sliding doors on it. It holds quite a bit, and it's full as well. There's 2 sheds outside, and there's like 5 closets to go through in this house.
Damn. And how old are your kids?
My kids are 19, 18, almost 15, almost 14.
All right. So if they have wrestling figures from when they were really small, they might have some of the LJN stuff, which is pretty popular to have, pretty hot.
They have a lot of, like, I know some of what's in there. It goes from, like, Degeneration X to Scotty 2 Hottie.
Yeah, those are the
Undertaker.
Ones. The ones I'm talking about. The ones I'm talking about are not articulated. They're just in a standard pose.
They don't move. Okay, got it.
Yeah, and they're kind of like rubberish feeling.
I know there's a couple of them. I don't know how many, though.
Any older ones are still popular. Are still hot.
And then I also have, and I am listing, it's just, as you see, there's just so much. Don't look at the mess. My boys live down here. Hold on, I'm going to cover it so you don't see the huge mess in his room. Okay.
Wow. Damn. You need to get listing all that stuff. You have My Pet Monster there too? Yeah, that's nice. I got that for my son a million years ago. Wow. Wow. Yeah, you're muted. I don't know if you're saying anything, Amy, but you're muted.
My bad, I hit the button. Nobody wants to help me, like, get the comps on it or list it or take pictures. Ain't nothing. They want me to do it all by myself. And I'm like, it's overwhelming sometimes.
Well, you know, if you don't want to do if they don't want to do the comps, if you don't want to do the comps, put them as auctions. Start them at $9.99.
That's what I told them.
Yeah, start them at $9.99. Do a 10-day auction, not a 7-day auction, and see where it goes. Wow, man. Hold on, I missed a lot of chat. Hot Mess Drifter, I'm a huge wrestling collector too. If you're looking to get rid of some, just tell Paul first. Okay, thank you. On Beater's Picker earlier today, a couple of people were saying Walmart was not going to offer layaway this Christmas. Wow. My Walmarts here are already gearing up for it because I can see that they have the trailers in the back. Ryan, depending on the figures, Paul would be interested as well. Wow, thank you, Ryan. Cindy Y, thanks for coming in. Cindy, good morning. Yeah, Bam, I was going to say Sandy and I just watched the NXT pay-per-view last night. Of course, I fast-forwarded through everything but the last match. But it was okay. Holy goodness.
There's also video games in there. You just can't see them.
Wow.
There's also video games in there. The systems, the games, controllers, like the gun for Duck Hunt. Like,
yep. The gun for Duck Hunt, I see it places all the time. Now, the Duck Hunt game, on the other hand, is a lot more than just the gun. Last time I saw a space that packed, my sister was playing Tetris in her storage shed after she moved out.
I jokingly tell them that their house is like Jenga, a game of Jenga. You have to be careful because you move one thing and everything's going to fall.
If you have any old video game stuff, Paul would be interested in that too. Thank you. Bama, what state are you in? What state are you in, Bama? I think she's in California or Washington State. I'm pretty sure. It's like far away from you. He's not laughing much, though, Amy.
But it's kind of funny. I mean, I did just say a little bit ago where I lived. I don't think Bama was in here, though.
Oh, true. I like to have Bama come in some morning, and just talk wrestling.
Oh, that would be fun.
I don't have many people I could talk wrestling to about, although all the old guys that I know are dying like crazy now. You don't have to have old CRTV to use the Duck Hunt games. Good question. I don't know. I've sold a lot of the guns. Have never sold I have sold a Duck Hunt game a long time ago. I don't run into them that much. But
the one we have is the Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt on one game, on one whatever it's called, cartridge thing.
Right, but that's good. That's still good. But I mean, they still sell a version of the Deer Hunter game these days. And it doesn't say you need a special TV or anything like that. So I'm wondering, he wasn't in here, but I'm bummed now. Well, she's going to bring some stuff 1 o'clock this afternoon, Bama. Yes, you have to have old style TV. Wow. My brother found a Duck Hunt game and gun for $2 at a flea market. Yeah, I don't doubt it. It will not work on modern TVs. Wow, I don't know. I mean, I'm still seeing that, like the Deer Hunter one selling. I don't know what company puts it out, unless unless it's different technology.
It's been so long since I've even played any of these games. I was probably still in high school the last time I picked up a controller and played any of these games.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I have NVIDIA Android box. I've had it now for 3 years. And I got the Mac Daddy one that comes with the games and the remote and everything. Never played a game. And they're all free. A long time, when we first moved here, I had a booth at the flea market. And there was a guy there that used to mod Xbox games. So I gave him mine. So I have an Xbox game, the original Xbox. I think it has over 800 games. It's got every Sega Genesis, every Nintendo, every Super Nintendo, whatever. And I probably only have 3 hours on it. But then one day I went to turn it on and I got the red ring of death. So I bought another one for, so people could put it together. And I haven't touched it yet. I can't sell it on eBay because it's modified. So they won't allow it. They need to make an updated version of the Duck Hunt guns so they work on the new TVs. Gotta run, Paul. I need to get you connected with my son. He is a wrestling fan and is so knowledgeable. Yeah, I go back to the 70s with wrestling, only because that's what me and my buddy wanted to do back then. But the school was just really wicked expensive.
I can go to the 80s, maybe like most of the 90s, and I was born in the 80s, and I grew up watching WCW, WWF.
Yep.
Learn not to sit too close to my great grandma because you'd get a black eye because she'd get mad and start swinging her arms like she was punching the people. Funny.
Yep. I have an Atari 2600 with 150 games I'm going to list this week. 150 game cartridges. 2600. Wow, that's going to be big bucks. That's going to be big bucks, Ryan. And thank you for coming in if I didn't say that to you earlier. I was going to list my my Xbox years ago. This was going back now 17 years ago. Probably 17, 15 years, whatever it is. And people told me, don't do it. They'll pull your account because you modified the system. Ari wanted to be a wrestler. That was his goal in life. That was ours too. We used to work out 4 hours a day, every day. I knew me and my buddy, we knew almost everybody. Like Killer Kowalski lived up the street and he had a school. He was very expensive. Bruno Sammartino, all the old guys. Oh, I could tell you some stories, man. We actually got an offer to wrestle once in Virginia, but two 16-year-old kids, you find out how much the equipment cost when you're 16. And it's like, how much? $2,000 just for boots? What? Yeah. My buddy did it once in Boston, and he missed his mark, and he threw his shoulder out. And Pages Angel, welcome in. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. So the match ended. He went in the bag, says, hey, man, my shoulder is killing me. I think I dislocated my shoulder. You got to take me to hospital. He says, no, you're an independent contractor. You take yourself to the hospital. And that was it for him.
I've met Mick Foley.
Yep.
He came, I worked at Captain D's and he came in and I'm like, is that who that? I kept staring at him because I'm like, there's no way he just walks into Captain D's like a normal person. I was so shocked. Of course, I was 16, so I was just like, is that really him?
Yeah, a lot of them are really nice guys.
And I met Stone Cold Steve Austin at the YMCA. Do you know what the YMCA is?
Yep.
I don't know if those, you do? Okay. I didn't know if those were like everywhere, just like around here.
No, I think they're nationwide. I don't know if, they still have them. I think I saw one not too long ago.
Hi, Pages. We were working out. Me and my friend were working out, and I don't know what the machine's called, but you stand and you just pull the bar down.
Yeah.
Well, I put mine
and that type of stuff.
Right, and I put mine on too much. I got it to go down, but when it went up, it took me with it, and I felt like I was further in the air than I was.
Yeah.
And he comes over and he puts his arm around my waist. He goes, "You can let go." I let go. I was like maybe 6 to 12 inches off the ground. I felt like I was like 8 feet off the ground though.
Wow.
And I started laughing. Like I got all fangirl because I'm like, "Do you know who you are?" And he's like, yes. And it was like one of those embarrassing moments, but it was kind of cool.
That's cool.
He was really surprised that me and my friend knew as much about wrestling as we do.
Yeah.
He goes, we have a lot of female fans, but most of them were there because of the females. And I'm like, wow, when I started watching, I don't remember them being. There wasn't that many female wrestlers, not like how they are now.
Right. Oh, I tell Sandy all the time. I says, "Wow, San." I said, if David and I ever did the wrestling, we went through with it and did it, we would be a mess today. We would be a mess. The stuff that they do
Hmm.
today compared to back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, granted, they didn't do as bad as they do today. Man, I can remember because I had stores and I had Killer Kowalski, Freddie Blassie, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, Bobby Heenan. Freddie Blassie's knuckles were probably 3 times the size. Um, and he said, well, that was from hitting the mat all the time. Every bone in his neck was fused together. The stories,
Dang.
the stories that they tell. Hulk Hogan, both knees replaced, both hips replaced. It's just, it's like, wow, man. Today, you wouldn't be able to move or anything. The stuff they're doing
Right.
today, they're putting the stuff, the way these young guys, the way they're putting their bodies through that stuff is amazing. But they'll pay for it in their older age.
There was a few of them. I mean, obviously the whole Owen Hart deal, that was crazy. And
Yep.
then there was
Hey,
oh, what was
Stephen.
his
Good morning.
name? He went by Draws. He was with Gangrel, Edge, and Christian when they all
Oh,
started. They
yeah,
were
yeah, yeah, yeah. The
the
Brood.
Brew or
The
Brood. I
Brood.
knew it was
Yep.
something like that. And like he got a certain move, and he like landed on his neck wrong. He was paralyzed from his neck down. He ended up
Yep.
passing away like 10 years later. But that was crazy.
Right. Exactly. And a lot of the older guys, and it's unfortunate, they get older, they pass away with nothing. They have to
Right.
do GoFundMe's to raise money for medical procedures and stuff, and it's amazing. It's just
One of the
amazing.
older guys, Harley Race, and there was a few others. That's just the only one I can remember. They used to come to the high school I went to, and they would do a wrestling thing with like the local. It was, I don't know that they were professional wrestlers. I think they were like trying to get to the professional. They were like the step unders, but they would
Yep.
come in. They would do like this big thing, sell tickets. The local people would wrestle. Of course, we didn't know any of them, but it was fun because you got to meet. Oh my gosh, what is that? Something Gorilla. I can't remember his name. It was something Gorilla though.
Well, it wouldn't
Gorilla
be Gorilla
something.
Monsoon because that would be before your time.
No, no, it was one. He went by like the Gorilla.
Oh, I don't know. See,
Oh
the
my
thing
gosh.
is, you're in the Midwest, so
Right.
back then it was still the territories. So
Well, with
unless you start on TV, like we wouldn't know about your people because the
this,
Midwest had their own people, and then New England had
right.
their own until McMahon did WrestleMania a year before that, which was what 2000, 1999 or whatever, when he started going to every territory and buying wrestler. I mean, booking wrestlers from every other territory.
They
But
all seem pretty nice. With that one that I can't for the life of me think of what his name was. His arm, his bicep was almost as big as my waist.
wow,
And I was just, yeah, we measured. I don't know. I have this weird thing because I'm like, I think my waist is as big as your arm. He goes, let's find out. So we found out my waist was just a little bit bigger than his arm. I'm like, holy crap, this dude could like throw me with one arm.
yep, yeah, a lot of good times for me back then. A
It
lot
was
of good
always
times.
fun. They did it a couple times a year, but Harley Race was always one of the big names, and I can't remember the other two guys,
Yep.
but Harley Race was always one of the big names, and just hearing some of the stories, because it wasn't all in the ring type stuff. They would get in the ring, they would tell a story or two about how their career started or something that happened during
Yep.
their career, why they're
Well,
not really into it.
right. Being where you are with Harley Race, he was the champion of NWA. But
Hmm.
over there, the big guys were like Dick the Bruiser, Murdoch was there. I think Fritz von Erich was there. He's usually in Texas, but Fritz von Erich was one of the big guys too. Yeah, so you had some of the big guys there. Difference about old school wrestlers and modern day is that these are a lot skinnier, lighter, shorter, and some have no muscles. Yeah, Nakamura, Kofi, that's true. They're like luchadors. They can move, but they're no bodies, basically. Not like
Hmm.
Superstar Billy Graham and those type of people. Back in the day, everybody was big, tall, like the Blackjacks. They were all like 6'6" and stuff.
I'm going to have to go. My earbuds are dying.
Okay, I will see you at 1:00. Auction
I will see
time.
you there.
All righty.
Yay. Bye.
Bye. So yeah, today everybody, 1:00. Hot Mess Amy, Hot Mess Thrifter Amy, Iris, and myself will be doing an auction. So it's been an hour, so I'm gonna cut it here. Like I said, usually Wednesdays is just a little chit chat that we do, talk about, like you see here, talk about wrestling, talk about anything. So that's it. Anybody have anything auction today? Yes. 1:00. Let me see if I can grab the link really quick for it. My channel. Yeah, Amy said she's going to have some wrestling figures. So I guess there will be some toys. There'll be some die cast. There's going to be a few different things. And then Friday morning at 10, Jerry's going to do an auction with me. So paste. There's the link to this afternoon's auction. So with that, I think we're going to end it here, everyone. Thank you for coming in. Have a great rest of your day. If you'd like, please visit us at 1:00. And you don't have to buy anything. Just come in the chat, say hello, tell us you're there, and join in the festivities. So we will see everyone later.